Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For both you and me, I know it's been a while since I've been on here. For those who don't know me already, my name is Rachel Canali and I'm a photographer from Melbourne, Australia. I get so many DMs asking what camera I have, what gear I use, so I thought today's video I'll give you a quick rundown on everything that I have and use on my jobs. So firstly, I'll start with my first camera. So this is a 600D Canon with a 50mm Canon lens. I used this for the first 2 years of my career. About a year ago, I did actually go to sell this, but I couldn't get much money for it, so there really was no point. I basically keep it here as a backup in case something happens to my everyday camera, which did happen once. So I was very lucky that I did have it, and I was actually really surprised with the outcome of the photos. So it really goes to show that it is the photographer and not the camera. And for my everyday camera, I've got a 5D Mark IV with a 24 to 70mm lens, both Canon. This setup is my child. If anything happened to it, I would probably die, like, not to be dramatic. But yes, I love it with all my heart. If you do your research into what every other photographer uses, you will find that this is a very popular setup. I use it for everything. I use it for fashion, portraits, weddings, events. This is an all-rounder. So price-wise, everything with photography is pretty pricey. For this setup, I did wait until the Black Friday sales. So if you can, I do recommend holding off for those. You can get a good deal. So I bought the camera and the lens together for about $5,000 at DigiDirect. It is up to you if you want to spend that kind of money on your first camera, but I do highly recommend this setup. And my other favorite is the 70 to 200mm Sigma lens. So I did a lot of research into this one before buying it. I was umming and ahhing whether I needed it or not. So when I went to the store, I was asking a lot of questions because I was really torn whether I should get the Canon or the Sigma. Visually, the only difference that I could see is that the Canon is a gray lens and the Sigma is a black. Personally, I like this one better. I was asking the guys what the difference is between the Canon and the Sigma, both 70 to 200mm lens, and they basically said you're only paying for the brand. They do the exact same job. So I thought I'd save myself $1,000 and go with this one. The main reason I invested into this lens was so I could have a wider range shooting fashion and swimwear. So for this lens, I didn't wait for the sales and it cost me about $1,800 from DigiDirect. The only downside to this lens is that it is so heavy. When it is on my camera, it comes to 3 kilos, which is a lot for a small girl with small arms like me. Yeah, if I'm shooting a full day wedding, I will come home and I have sore arms. So really, you don't need the gym after investing in this. If you are a fashion photographer and umming and ahhing about the 70 to 200, I definitely recommend buying it. So for event photography, you obviously need a flash. So this is the one I use. I have no idea what brand it is. I bought it years ago when I was starting out. I think I got it on like Amazon or eBay, to be honest. So if you wanna just check out the name and you can go look it up if you want to. As for studio gear, it is too large for me to get into this frame for you, but I'll just pop a photo here. I use ProPhoto. I have a B1 flash and an umbrella softbox. My studio setup is cordless, so the benefits of this, I don't have to find a PowerPoint all the time and don't have cords everywhere that people can trip over. And the last piece of gear that I use on the regular would be my DJI Mavic Pro drone. If you followed me for a while on Instagram, you know that this is a recent upgrade. I used to have the DJI Phantom 4 drone, and personally, I just had to upgrade because it wasn't really travel appropriate. It would take up all of my carry-on, then I had no room for my camera and lenses. So as you can see, this is a lot more travel appropriate. It can fit in my hand. So this is what it looks like all set up. It does come with a remote that you connect to your phone. One of the biggest differences I've found between the two drones is that the Phantom 4, when I would fly it really fast, it would go on an angle and the propellers would actually cut in front of the lens, which is really annoying when you're trying to edit. That doesn't happen with this one. And with this drone, I've actually got the sport propellers on. So if you can see, so it can go faster than normal. According to DJI, the Mavic Pro can get up to 7 kilometers in distance. Can't say I've tested it before because I'm too scared that I'll lose it. Now I do have a whole other shelf of cameras and lenses that I own, but I'm not going to get into those because I don't use them regularly. The gear that I've outlined today is what I use every week. Now I hope you have found this useful. Like I said, I get lots of messages asking about my gear, so it was about time I did a video on it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next time.